Back! Yay. Yeah, alright. We're here. Alright, Wardman. You mentioned you are a believer in the paranormal. Me, on the other hand, you've already heard my rants. You already know my position. Like, where are you on the spec? Because part of this stream is spooky. You know, you watched our videos. You've been here for majority of it, even though you probably don't think so. You've been here through a lot of it. Out of all the stuff, where do you stand on paranormal? And has there been any footage we've reviewed, even on stream, that you felt was like, damn, that could be good? That could actually be evidence.
Well, first off, I'll say, like, I'll out myself. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah.
I still hold to some beliefs. I've added others from other things. I just think it's real. I don't think that these sensationalized videos are real. Like, a lot of the stuff we review, I think it's like either actors or just people thinking normal, occurrences are paranormal. Like, people think anything's paranormal. Like, the curtain can wave a bad way and they'll be like, oh, it's a ghost saying hi. Like, what? No. I do think it's real. It's a lot less in your face than people want to believe. I also don't think any a dilapidated house that hasn't been lived in for a few years is haunted.
Yeah.
I personally think there is something. I like to say nothing is black and white. There's always a gray area. We live in a gray area. So, like, people just want to take the easy way, like, oh, this happened, so this must exist. Like, no, that's not how it works. It's complicated, but I do believe there is something. There's something more. I don't think there has to be. People say, oh, there has to be. No, I think there is. I can see why other people don't think there is.
Have you yourself ever had a paranormal experience?
Me, growing up, we always thought my grandparents' basement was haunted because spooky things happened. That never really bothered me because that was my hangout spot.
Yeah.
But, like, there'd be knocks and bangs. You would think somebody was there with you. This was several years ago before, we left that place. I was just out of it, trying to take a nap. This was in a really bad time in my life. I just needed a nap. So I went downstairs, laid on the couch. Well, my grandparents had this weird ornament that would just... I call it an ornament. It was just a doodad that would play music.
Hey, we're the Doodads, Paris's most entertaining party band. We've played under the Eiffel Tower, at the United Nations.
But the thing would go off, like, at random times. I don't know how old this thing was, but it had this really annoying song that it would play. And, of course, I get right to where I'm about to fall asleep and it starts playing. It's the most shrill thing you've ever heard. I just go, would you shut up? I'm trying to go to sleep. And right then it stopped, and it never played again. So, it could be nothing, yes, but that was a little spooky. The fact that it stopped when I asked it to stop is nice of them, I guess. I don't think the house that I grew up in is haunted. There's something lame about built in the 70s being haunted, Like, who's haunting it?
Like a Bee Gees fan? Like, every now and then you'll hear Staying Alive playing, which is ironic because they're not alive. Yeah, I don't get a spooky vibe off of that house. I get a like, old house vibe, I guess. I don't know, like, there's nothing defiantly spooky about it. Like, hell, even my house, everybody's like, oh my god, it's so, like, I don't really feel it.
Your house, I will say, having been there, that's something I need to bring up, because that's the other, like, spooky kind of thing that's happened to me.
Oh god!
Yeah, you weren't here for that. You weren't there for that. I was like chilling in your place alone. You guys were at work. And I was just chilling with the bean. And I you guys aren't like your house isn't connected to another house, so it can't be that. I just was like chilling and I just started hearing knocking like coming like on the wall. Just banging. And I was like, "What's going on?" I said that out loud. And then it happened like 2 more times and it stopped. I was like and then I checked the doors and stuff because it could have been some dude like or some person just like being an asshole.
Yeah.
Checked the window, checked everywhere, nothing. And it was like the wall. It was like the living room wall. And Bean wasn't phased at all. She must like be used to it by now. But like that happened.
Was it like above you, or was it like ground floor knocking? Like it's not like it was resonating. Ooh, that's.
I was sitting on the couch, and it was the wall next to the couch. And again, Bean didn't care, and I didn't bring it up at the time because like you guys had a long day anyway. I'm not trying to like freak Ezra out. Look, your house isn't scary. Like, even if there is ghosts, I can hang out in your house and be cool. It's a comfortable house. It's a nice house.
Yeah.
The one I will say that gets me is, especially when it's at night, and this is like when I've been there and you guys haven't been, and it'll be like dark. It's entering the hallway from the living room and just that long... And especially when you guys used to leave like the back bedroom open, that I think that was the storage room.
Yeah.
It would just be that long hallway, and you just look over and it'd just be open. So you'd like half be expecting somebody to just be standing there. Bean used to love to like stand there and then like stare into the back bedroom like there was somebody standing there.
She still does that shit.
Yeah.
That shit, like. Of course, now we keep that door closed because we got like a lot more storage and it's more of like an official storage area. Yeah, it's more filled out, but still, she would just stand there and just stare at it, then look back at me and expect me to open the door. Like, no. One thing, I don't want you like getting a wild idea and thinking you could piss in there or something. And two, like, I don't know what the fuck's trying to get you to come in there. Fuck that. No, we're leaving that door shut. And I hate that because that door is right behind me right now as I speak.
There's always two options when I went through that. It was either there's going to be a spirit or a ghost or something, or there's just going to be some dude standing in the window. And the second one's worse. In all of the videos we've watched, I will say, before we get into that, the Japanese... you know that house where like it was screaming in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Like that one. That's the still... I haven't been able to find that since. That's still like thinking about it still gives me fucking chills. That's the scariest one.
I know which one you're talking about because he threw the hot water and it fucking screamed.
And it reached,
yeah.
And then it stopped. Ugh. I need to find that again because I want to watch it because I've never felt that level of just like of a video like since. Like, what's your vote for like the stupidest ones we've run across? Because in all those like countdown videos, the host has to act like he's obligated to act like it's real. But what do you think is the stupidest?
Like, oh, God. Honestly, Damn, that's actually a good question. I know one of them is there's this group of guys that we see all the time. Like they're kind of bald, little heavy set, look very, for lack of a better word, very. And they always have like the most obviously overproduced ones, and I find it dumb that anybody would believe that. But as for like, oh god, it's hard to pinpoint because a lot of my biggest ones are ones that's obviously post-edited audio added to it, or my favorite are any EVPs that just sound like static, and they're like, did you hear it? Like, I don't know. Like, it's really hard to pinpoint what I think would be like the worst of the worst, because they're kind of like, if they don't hit, they're instantly like kind of the fucking worst. But usually abandoned buildings or ones like those, I usually tend to think that those are probably the most dumb, in all honesty.
I mean, our boy Abdullah, I love him. But if it's anybody but him, I don't like it.
So actually, I do know. Okay, there was a video, and I don't know if you were there for that stream. It was two redneck boys, right? And I'm saying boys because they were good old boy types, right? They were heavy set. They're on an old dirt road. And they're supposedly trying out their exhaust or whatever, just doing yee shit, even though they claim that it was supposed to be an exhaust video, but they're known to do paranormal. Because that's their whole fucking channel. And they claim to see, like, a man walking down a trail. And they're just driving off, and it's, like, the most staged shit ever, but for some reason it's still showing up in, like, my paranormal, like, TikTok feeds and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that would probably be the most, like, easily explainable shit. Like, either A, it's somebody who actually needs help or trying to get their attention. Like, it's obviously a person. And, like, I'm sorry, like, there's something about, especially Yee type people, they're terrible fucking actors. There's a reason why most Southern people are played by either people who are British or not from there.
Yeah, no, I get that, because it's the most hammed up bullshit. Like, it almost sounds like they're not being serious about it. Like, that's how bad they are at it.
Yeah, they're like, oh god, oh god, oh no, oh no. It's almost like an Aussie accent. Like, yeah, there was a ghost in there, y'all. But we've ran our 2-hour interview here. I'm going to let you go. Is there anything you would like to say or promote before I let you leave?
Well, I run a history page on Facebook and Instagram called The Octrix. That's spelled AUCTRIX. I'm inactive right now, but at some point I will be active, and there's like hundreds of posts to go back and look at if anybody wants to.
Cool. Also, for anybody who wants to talk to Wardman more, you can also find him usually at least once a week here on our chat bar as our mod / administrator. And as for Macho Man, we'll get back to you whenever I feel like it.
It's been real. He seems like the type of guy, at least here, where he has a lot to say about everything, but he won't say it unless he's asked.
Yeah, he's been very quiet and very polite this evening, and shout out to him. But
oh yeah.
All right, Wardman, I'm gonna let you go here and let you enjoy the rest of your night and give my best to all the cats who pee.
Will do.
All right, will do. You take it easy, man. Now that that was our interview with Wardman that was done live. If you guys enjoyed that, please check out his little links that were done in there. And wow, that was pretty fun. That was actually pretty fun. We talked way longer than I thought we did. So that means it's usually pretty good. Alright guys, I'm Dr. McNasty. Thank you for, catching this show. Podcast / talk show. But yeah, there will be more, and we will have more guests. I'm currently talking with a few people, including Muscle Guy. I think he's going to do this. And also, we're going to do, we got some spooky stuff coming away. Our next video will be a crossbreed between, I don't know if we're going to do the new Nukes video, or if we're going to finally dive back into, I forgot what it was. Oh, shit. The Criminal Origins. I forget what the fuck that game is. Yeah, we're going to finally try to finish that. we still got the Pokemon special that I am still working on. But all that jazz, we got a lot coming up. But thank you guys for tuning in, and have a lovely and safe night. Good night. Bye.
Shorty, what it do? Got a bad bitch, show me I'ma leave with you. If I walk up in a party, motherfuckers better move. If a motherfucker try me, I'ma put him on the news.